Hi, this is Maria LiPuma, the creator of the Body Confidence Solution. And today I'm talking about why diets don't work and what does work. So by now, many of us know that restrictive dieting is not effective in the long term. There's so many negative side effects of restrictive dieting. It's interesting because there's still so many people that gravitate towards them. They're very, very tempting. But the negative consequences of them are far more damaging than sometimes we even realize. First of all, when we go on a restrictive diet, it affects our physiology. It will throw our whole body off balance. And when that happens, we're not giving our body the nutrients that it needs. We are starving our body. And we might lose weight, although we don't always lose the fat that we want to lose. We lose from our muscles because the weight is coming off too fast. And it's not sustainable because you are starving yourself on some level, and you're just waiting for a binge at any point. When you let up your firm resolve, your body will just force you to go to those foods that you've been depriving yourself from. Another negative consequence of restrictive dieting is that it creates stress in the body. And stress is really very problematic for people who want to release excess weight, because stress actually sets up chemistry in our body that makes us crave fatty foods. It makes us crave high creamy foods. So when we are overstressed, we are very likely to go to foods when our resolve is low. We go to foods that will help us to, again, self-regulate, because the stress is so much that we can't handle it in our bodies. The other negative consequence of restrictive dieting and stress is that stress produces something called cortisol. And excessive cortisol has been shown to increase weight gain, increase fat, because your body thinks that it's in danger. And when your body thinks it's in danger, it wants to protect you. So the increased cortisol will keep the pounds on. It will slow down your metabolism because it doesn't want your body to go into danger. So when you're severely restricting yourself on a diet, you're playing havoc with your metabolism. You're playing havoc with your body's ability to nourish itself. And then what happens is you end up not being able to release excess weight, even eating a dangerously low amount of calories, because you get to a point where if you're eating too little calories, you can't possibly get all the nutrients that your body needs to be healthy and sustain itself. And I know some people like to take supplements, but there's nothing like the real food. So restrictive dieting will not only affect how stressed you are, but the other thing that's not always talked about is that restrictive dieting sets up this mindset that maybe there's something wrong with me or wrong with my body. Because after many attempts of trying the latest fad diet or the latest crazy diet, we start to believe that, oh, there's something wrong with me, I can't be trusted, I can't do this. And so having that mindset reinforces our ability to feel like we can make healthy choices for ourselves and our body. So on so many levels, we stop trusting ourselves, we stop trusting our ability to do the right thing. We stop trusting ourselves to keep our promises to ourselves. And that comes from this idea of looking for the quick fix and looking for trying to reach weight loss goals in a way that is not balanced. So we know that restrictive dieting is negative, and yet so many of us that want to release excess weight, we're so tempted by them because they look wonderful. We want to get rid of the extra weight. Maybe we have an event coming up, or maybe, we're getting ready to put on a bathing suit. And so we might have a little success for a short period of time, but it will rarely enable you to have long-term weight loss and maintenance. So what is the anecdote to that? Oh, there was another thing that I wanted to say. So restrictive dieting, and I alluded to this before, it sets up something called a deprivation mindset. So for instance, when we deprive ourselves of certain foods, nourishing foods, or even tasty foods, there's a part of us that really wants to rebel. And then, the binging starts often because that part of us is rebelling. It's like, I can't do this anymore. You're not going to tell me what to do. And so you go the other extreme where you will eat with abandon. So that deprivation mindset will start to create a pattern oftentimes. I know that I was stuck in that pattern for many years when I started the dieting, and then it was on again, off again. And when I let up on my resolve, I would be off to the races and be binging. And it was demoralizing on many levels, because then I started to feel guilty and ashamed of myself, and this belief that maybe there's something wrong with me, that I can't stick to this. And to stick to these really rigid plans is really hard to do. Most people, healthy people, can't do it. And if we have this pattern of doing it over and over again, over time it gets harder and harder to actually do it. So the deprivation mindset is very damaging on many levels. And then the other thing is that it creates all kinds of limiting beliefs about ourselves, about our body. We start thinking, like I said before, maybe there's something wrong with me, maybe I'm not enough. And it reinforces, or it creates beliefs about ourselves and our body that not only affect our relationship with food and our relationship with releasing excess weight, but it sort of creeps into all of our relationships, because it chips away at our self-esteem. It chips away at how we feel about ourselves. So there is good news at the end of this, though. Yes, doesn't mean that you are not capable of releasing excess weight, and there is a solution. And the solution is that not only do you have to start addressing the physiology and put in the good stuff and start to give your body good, healthy, nourishing foods and create a physiological balance, but you need to work on the mindset, all those limiting beliefs and the misguided beliefs and all of those things that have kept you in this self-sabotaging behavior. And when you work on the two of those things, then you will be able to align with your health and fitness goals. You will be able to release excess weight, and it doesn't have to take all that long. When your body is healthy and resilient, it naturally wants to release excess weight. You can enjoy movement, you can enjoy nourishing foods, and you can, most importantly, get on with your life. So feeling more freedom, feeling more happiness, feeling more peace. So the mindset work is very, very important. The deeper emotions, the deeper drivers, the limiting beliefs that keep us stuck, that has to be addressed and released. And there are many wonderful techniques that are very effective in doing this kind of work. So, knowing what to do on the one hand and being able to do it are two different stories. And if all of us that read a diet book and knew what to do were able to just follow it and take care of it, end of the story, then we wouldn't have a $1 billion weight loss industry, right? Because the problem would be solved. But the problem is getting worse and worse and worse, because we're not addressing the deeper issues that come along with this. And so in my personal life, I've been maintaining a healthy weight for more than 25 years. And for the past 25 years, I've been working with women. And my most successful clients are the ones that are ready and willing to address both aspects of this. And I feel passionate about doing this work because I feel like it's time for women to get over this and to start living a more successful, happy, and free life. And when we are sabotaging ourselves with the weight and we're looking for another diet to solve our problem, it just undermines who we are as women, undermines our confidence and how we feel about ourselves and our body. So, that being said, mindset needs to be addressed. The emotional drivers that are stuck, keeping you stuck and self-sabotaging, needs to be looked at and addressed. If you are interested in joining me in my body confidence breakthrough session, you can go ahead and click on the link below, and I'd be happy to spend some time with you where we can go over your specific challenges with food, weight, and body image, what's keeping you stuck, and discuss a path going forward, the steps that you can take to start to heal this, to start to resolve this, so that you can release excess weight naturally, enjoy food freedom, and appreciate good body confidence and healthy self-esteem. So again, if you're interested, the Body Confidence Breakthrough Session, you can click on the link below, and I'd be happy to chat with you. And until next time, I hope that you take good care of yourself. Bye now.